kind of glitching a little bit. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Eddy Live Show, episode number 179. I'm here with Nick Griswold. I hope I pronounced it right. I forgot to ask before we started.
Yes, yeah, that's right. Thank you, Eddy. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, brother.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. How was the flight?
It was great. I slept quite a bit, so the jet lag didn't hit too bad.
Okay.
So
okay. Was
14 hours.
I was going to say, how long is it? About 12, 14,
yeah,
right?
14 hours.
Okay. So it's your first time in Asia, right?
Yeah, first time in Asia.
Okay. And how's that? How's it going? I mean,
so far, I'm loving it. Food's great. I'm a big food eater. So I love the food. Yep.
And what's the first thing you had? I just have to double check. We're good.
First thing I had when we
Yeah, we're good. Sorry, I always have to double check that.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, we're good. Okay.
First thing I had.
Do you remember?
Do I even remember? We've been eating quite a bit, but I did remember the steak, egg, and noodles I had.
Okay.
That
Cool.
was pretty good.
So how does obviously before we come here, I mean a long time ago, how does it compare with what you thought Asia would be like? Or was there something that you had thought it would be kind of like?
I didn't really give myself any expectations just because I didn't want it to be under-delivered or over-delivered.
Okay.
Kai Wu spoke a lot and gave me a lot of information about what I should expect.
Okay.
So I kind of based it off that. I knew things were going to be a little cheaper over here.
Yeah, it's crazy, yeah.
People have been super nice.
Yeah.
It's super clean. There's been just like a lot of good things. Roads are a little crazy, though.
That's one. It's funny. I come from a really small town in Canada, and then you get so used to the driving out here, right? And sometimes when I go back home and I take like the family car out, I'm just kind of like all over the place, just kind of like passing people, and everyone's looking at me like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm an Asian driver now. What happened to me?" That's crazy. It's so funny. It's crazy, man. Yeah. But it's crazy how normal the crazy driving is here. Yeah.
So how long have you been over here?
I have. You said how old did you say you were? You were
21.
21, brother. So I came here when you were 1. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I've been here for 20 years. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. But yeah, man, I planned on coming for maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And you'll see, it's a good spot, man.
Yeah. This is the plan. This is.
Yeah, I mean, I came out here for 2 years originally, and then I come from a really small town in Canada, and it's a great place, but there's not much for work. So if I wanted to kind of, go do the work thing, I would go to like a city like a Vancouver or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, if I'm going to go there, I might as well just come here, right?
Yeah.
It's cheaper. I like it more. And a lot of pretty women, and people are nice, and weather's good. And I ended up coming back and staying and slowly getting the language. Can I put that up a little bit? Sorry, bro. That's all good. No problem. Yeah. I just want to make sure they get your audio.
Okay.
Good? Yeah? Okay, cool. So let's start. What got you into MMA in the beginning?
It's kind of a long story. It kind of starts a while back.
That's why we're here, brother.
Initially, I had a best friend introduce me. He showed me Conor McGregor versus the Nate Diaz.
Oh, my gosh.
The first fight.
The first one. Okay.
The first fight.
Okay, I showed that at this restaurant.
Yeah,
okay.
And as soon as I saw that, it was so badass. Just watching Nate Diaz, all the blood on his face.
So you like the Nate submission?
I loved his style at first, just like the dog. The dog. He went out there, even though he took a couple of shots. He stayed in there.
Okay.
Wobbled Conor, got him on the ground.
Okay.
Choked him, finished him out.
Then he's just kind of like, and then, I'm
that
not
was,
surprised, motherfuckers. Yeah, that was great.
Initially, that was just like, I was like, wow, this is cool. And then I started kind of diving in a little deeper, seeing other fighters, and I realized how technical everything was.
Yeah.
And how like well spoken a lot of the fighters are. Like it's really underappreciated for how well they can speak. Yep. The amount of work they put in, the amount of technique it really goes to become a pro MMA fighter. Okay. So that
fight was, I would say, 5 years ago or so. How long ago was that?
Yeah.
I mean, do you remember 5 or 6 years ago?
Yeah. Was it like
how old were you?
2016?
Okay. Okay, yeah.
I'm not sure if my memory is
correct.
No,
I don't remember. I don't remember the dates.
That was just
for me.
First time getting introduced to MMA.
Okay, cool.
I played soccer my whole life.
Okay.
So I was always...
Tell me a bit about that, yeah.
I was always playing soccer.
Okay.
But there was always something I thought that was maybe missing kind of towards the end.
Okay.
Something missing. I thought about getting into boxing or MMA.
Okay.
But I had an opportunity to go play overseas in England.
Really? Play soccer overseas?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got that opportunity. I didn't want to pass it up.
Of course.
I was still playing. I didn't want to pass it up. So
this was like a high school type thing? Or?
This was right out of high school.
Okay,
so This was 2021.
Okay.
So go over there. I lived there for about 5-6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kind of knew something was missing, came over here. My cousin was the first one I first started training with. Okay. He introduced me. We started holding pads, and as soon as I started hitting pads with him, it was like...
Something clicked, yeah.
Yeah, something clicked, and I kind of knew.
Okay. Beautiful.
And then obviously he's friends with Kai Wu, and got me introduced to him.
Everybody loves Kai Wu, right?
Guerrilla Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay.
It kind of I just dove.
So did you dive right into like MMA, or did you just say let's start with Jiu-Jitsu, or let's start with some Muay Thai or something?
It started with the Muay Thai striking, a little bit of boxing, striking, and then got introduced to the grappling. Okay. Grappling's much harder, so it's definitely not as exciting as striking right off the bat. Okay. But it's something that I still enjoy doing. And
Cool.
It's
do you find like, so if somebody said, okay, you introduced yourself, you're a fighter. Mm-hmm. If somebody were to say, okay, what's your fighting style? Like what's kind of tendencies that you like as a fighter? What's something that you like? Yeah, what would you say?
I'd probably say striker. Okay. I'd probably say I like to keep it on the feet. I like to keep it long.
You're tall, big tall guy.
Tall, lengthy. I like to keep it on the feet. Use my range. Use my kicks.
Okay. How tall are you?
About 6 foot, maybe 5'11" and a half.
Okay, but you're fighting at a pretty light weight class, I think, right?
45s.
Okay, so 145, right?
145.
Because I've got like the American and the Canadian friends where it's like they got the kilos and all that. Okay, 145. Okay, wow, 145, man. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you have to cut a lot of weight to get to that, or you walk around pretty light?
I'm usually walking around 160.
Okay, still pretty light, yeah. Okay.
Still pretty light.
Yeah.
But as soon as I kind of came over here, I was like, okay, it's time to start to cut down a little bit. So not going crazy right now, but slowly starting to drop the weight.
Is there like a technique that you use for like weight cutting? You know, as like a fan, you see the crazy weight cuts in the UFC, right? Do you have something like what do you do for weight cuts?
Biggest thing to start off is starting to cut out a lot of like the fiber and carbs. So start cutting out that, because a lot of that fiber will hold on to the water in your gut. Mm-hmm. And then a trick Kai taught me, but also this coach, Ben Z. Okay. You can snack on little like gummies or sugar. Sugar.
Really?
It'll give you a boost of energy if you're not eating anything.
Interesting.
A little piece of chocolate, a little piece of like gummy worm.
Okay.
You'll have energy to be able to get through training.
Okay, it's like a little energy boost.
Yeah, a little energy boost.
And you burn that off right away.
You burn that off. You won't gain anything from that.
Okay, so. Okay, cool. And so this is, you met Kai, right? We're on the same story. You met Kai. You started to train with Kai, right? Mm-hmm. And then when did you decide, this is the little thing that I've been missing kind of in my life?
I think it was honestly before I even started training with Kai frequently. Okay. I knew this is what I was going to do almost immediately, and I wanted to go for it 100%. Okay. Kai definitely gave me a little bit more of the confidence training with him, training with some other guys at the gym. It gave me the confidence to really believe, okay, I think I can do this. Okay. But, yeah. Dude,
you're 21, man. You got, like, the world is your oyster. Yeah. That's amazing, dude.
Yeah.
That's cool. So you're thinking this is it. You want to do this, yeah?
I want to, yeah. Well, I'm going to shoot for it 100% as far as I can go.
Do you have like a ultimate goal kind of in mind? I mean, what's the goal? Ideal situation?
Well, obviously, big goal for MMA fighters, make it to UFC.
Sure, yeah.
That's a big thing. Yeah. I want to make a name for myself, make some money in the sport, because I know
it's tough, right?
It can be tough to make money. So I want to be able to learn how to promote myself, be able to make money in the sport,
to
eventually be able to step away, and maybe have the platform to do something else.
Beautiful.
Because you can't fight forever.
You can't. Yeah, we get the young guys coming in, and then you start hitting your 40s, and there's no way you can keep up with the 20-year-olds, right?
Yeah.
So that's any sport, right?
Yeah.
I also played soccer most of my life.
Yeah.
And I came out here, and I came out here coaching soccer.
Yeah. Okay.
I did that for a long time. I still help sometimes,
Okay.
but I'm pretty busy. What's up? Yeah, no, I'm busy. Yeah.
What age group did you coach?
I actually coached 5-year-olds all the way up to adult.
Okay.
I taught kindergarten here as well. So I like the little kids.
Yeah.
It's just it's hard to control. You can't really control.
Oh, I know.
You can kind of just point them and then they go, right?
Yeah. And they'll choose whether or not to listen or not.
I think the main thing is if they like it, right?
Yeah.
If they like for example, my daughter didn't like it. I have an 11-year-old girl, and she didn't really like it, but she likes BJJ. So I'm like, okay, well, let's stick with that then. Yeah. That's an important one.
I think that's key for kids is just to get them introduced.
Yeah.
If they like it, they like it, and then keep them interested at a young age. Like, there's no need to overwhelm them.
True.
A lot of the times, it's like they should be having fun.
It's funny because we think like that, and I like I said, I've been here for 20 years, and the mindset's very different here for kids,
Really, yeah.
right? Like everybody, like for example, in like grade 3, they have like midterms and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like, it's crazy.
They're getting pushed.
Yeah, they're getting pushed. And my daughter, I mean, she does okay. She does pretty good in school. She goes to local school. I mean, but she's not, she's not pushed as much as some of her friends, and it's pretty crazy how much homework. And I remember when I was coaching, I remember this one day where one of my best guys comes in, and it's like Saturday, 2 p.m., right?
Yeah.
He comes into class, and he's just like exhausted. And I'm looking at him like, what's going on, man? He's like, oh, I'm really tired. I'm like, well, what do you mean you're tired? Saturday, you wake up late, you watch, you have a bowl of cereal, right? You watch cartoons. And he said, no, they got to get up. He does like a math tutor and then like a science tutor, piano, violin, and then he had soccer, and then he had, like that's like what the weekends look like.
Yeah.
From, grade 1 all the way till, they finish high school. So it's pretty crazy.
It's tough.
It's crazy.
It's tough to be able to keep that going.
It is tough. So
years after years, yeah.
Kids get kind of burnt out at a young age sometimes. So it's
like
tough.
a sink or swim. Like you're either gonna
thrive or die.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. So a lot. I coached a lot of kids that were kind of on the cusp, and I'm like, okay, well, let's just let's have some fun, and what else can you do, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you were to choose kind of like you watch UFC, right?
Yeah.
Is there a fighter that you kind of admire and you would think maybe I would like to kind of model my career after this guy? Is there somebody?
It's funny you say that because initially I was a Nate Diaz fan.
Okay.
But I don't necessarily, after getting into the sport, I don't necessarily want to fight like him.
Okay. Yeah. He takes a lot of damage, right?
A lot of damage. I don't really have the same personality as him. Always a big fan of GSP and John Jones.
Okay.
There's a couple guys that stand out to me.
Uh-huh.
I think the character aspect, obviously, want to be someone people can look up to. Like even kids look up to some fighters,
For sure. Yeah.
Without being too crazy.
Yeah. I mean, everybody loves Conor, but he obviously he's kind of the extreme, right?
Yeah.
Like he goes like super overboard, but he's doing the proper 12, and it's kind of.
At 45, I'd probably say like Max Holloway.
Okay.
I kind of like him. Like
Max.
Has the cardio.
Yeah.
Pushes the pace.
Very good. Yep.
I like that.
Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. So 21, you're coming out here for your first fight. Yeah. Do you? How does that work? Like, how did you set this fight up? Like, how was an opponent chosen for you for your debut? How did that work out?
So I know he's got one fight.
Okay.
So he's 1-0.
Okay.
So
he's Taiwanese, I guess.
Taiwanese, yes.
Okay.
Wrestler, southpaw. That's kind of all I know.
Okay.
I'm not stressing myself out too much about what I need.
Sure.
Who like what I'm doing.
I'm not trying to stress you out. I'm just trying to make conversation and be curious.
Definitely.
Okay.
But there's a couple of things that we're kind of set up and planning for it. But,
okay.
Just go in there, perform, see how I do under a little bit of pressure.
Okay.
And just get that experience, get that first step in the door.
For sure.
I think that's a big thing.
For sure. I remember one of the first WOTD events. I brought my daughter, and she's been like watching UFC with me since she was a baby, right? She doesn't sit there and like watch the whole thing, but she's always around it.
Yeah.
And I told her, okay, we're gonna go to watch some fights, and she didn't know what MMA was, but she knew what UFC was. So I said, we're gonna go watch UFC, right? So we went to the WOTD, and she's just like, she walks in and she's just like, where's John Jones? I'm like, I don't think he's coming to this one. And she's like, what? No John Jones.
Yeah.
It's like 5-year-old little girl. It was pretty crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you like going to like live events? I've been to 2 so far.
Okay. I love it, man.
I love it. I thought the energy was completely different than watching it on TV.
I mean, TV is good because you get like the close-ups and the replay and stuff. We show all the fights and stuff here, so that's pretty cool. When we show fights here, it's always pretty packed out. But live is great. One thing that it's probably unique to just me. One thing I like is I don't have to host it.
Yeah.
Because when I'm here, I'm hosting them all and stuff, and it's kind of like, it's good. But there's always a couple crazy guys that'll be like, yeah, there's one of my buddies. He comes and he'll come and watch the prelims with me. And here the prelims are like 9 a.m. Right, and then main card's 11, right, depending on daylight savings time. Yeah. So he'll come, he'll start doing the double IPAs at 9. Right. Yeah. So by noon he's like destroyed, and by the main event he's screaming. It's crazy because if it's all UFC folks, then it's okay. But what usually happens is it'll be like, this half will be UFC, and then that half will just kind of be like regular diners, and he's just like screaming, and people are kind of like, what? Eating their tacos, like, what's going on here? Yeah. So I have to go around and be like, it's all good. And I'll be like, dude, take it easy. Every time for like 10 years. It's crazy. Yeah. Live is good. I went to 2 live shows. I went to one in Japan. OSP, Ovin St. Preux, he was fighting in the main event. I went to see it. That was pretty good. It was a lot of Japanese fighters. One of the things there was Japanese fans are very quiet. So when you went in there, it was me and 3 of my American buddies who were drinking and super loud, right? So we were drinking, and my buddies were like super loud, and everybody else was Japanese. So fighters come out and they cheer, and then when bell rings, ding, it's just like dead silence, right? Except for my 3 buddies that are like, yeah, fucking pussy, like screaming, right? And everybody's looking
Rip his
at
head
us.
Off.
They're just like, what? It was crazy. It was crazy. So it was a cool experience. There was actually a Brazilian guy sitting with us as well. And, they have their chants as well. Ooh, bomb head, right? Yeah. So he just goes like, ooh, and then everybody just kind of looks at him. And then he's just like, ooh, I guess there's no other Brazilians here. It was funny. So Japan was good. And the other one was in Canada. Okay. The other one was in Canada. It was in Calgary. Actually, I got the poster up there. It was Alvarez Poirier, Jose Aldo, Jeremy Stevens, and Tisha Torres and Joanna. It was good. It was a great card. It was a good card, man.
Where Jose Aldo dropped in
that liver shot.
Liver shot.
Exactly. Yeah. So actually, funny thing about that was he was on a skid. Aldo was losing, right? He dropped Stevens. And then, he was losing. So he climbs the cage. He's crying. He sees his wife. He points to her, runs over, and he hugs his wife. And, I was right there. I've got these pictures of, him and his wife, right here. Oh, it was pretty funny. Yeah. He's pretty small. Yeah. I was surprised because as soon as he won, I was out there taking some pictures. And then this tiny blonde lady comes over. She just, nails me. I was just like, whoa, who's this? And he runs over, and it's his wife, right? Oh, yeah. So it was pretty funny. Yeah, it was a cool experience. That was crazy. The Canadians when a Canadian fighter would come out, they would yell, hockey, hockey. And I was just like, what is going on here? So, yeah, it was both different experience, but good.
Yeah. Every place has got their own kind of thing, going on.
So you've seen some live fights. I guess you're in California, right?
Some small stuff. The first one was a fight Kai was supposed to be fighting on. Okay. Opponent dropped out. I still went. Okay. I went with a friend, so we just got to go watch the fights. I wanted to kind of see what it was like. Okay. It was pretty crazy. People are yelling things. You get the energy in there.
It's different here and there for sure. Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
I remember there being a lot of finishes. Okay. And then the second one was his last fight.
The one where he got like super duper eye poked. Like,
yeah, super duper eye poked.
That was awful.
And just like
that was so he was like dominating.
Wrestled for.
Yeah, he was doing really well, and then all those eye pokes and didn't lose any points. And I was just watching here on UFC Fight Pass. And just like screaming and just like, what the hell's going on? It was crazy, and yeah, it was bad.
Just tearing the dude's calf up.
Yeah, it was
Cut
good.
him with the jab. His jabs were looking good. It just
no, he looked great. He looked great. It's just those eye pokes and I think low blows as well, right? It was pretty.
Yeah, it might have been.
It was bad, man. It was bad. Yeah. So you went to that, okay?
Yeah.
So now, how do you feel making the jump from sort of being in the crowd to, you're going to be under the lights? How think you're going to react to that?
I think I'm going to react decent, The nerves are going to probably slowly build, but I'm honestly just excited. Like, I'm excited to see how I react and how it is,
Yeah. I think it'll be good. I think it's a good stage. I think it's actually a great opportunity for you to fly out here and come with Kai. And Kai is always kind of traveling, bringing people around and doing cool stuff. So that's cool that you got on that, which is cool, man.
Yeah, he's solid. He's been so helpful.
Yeah,
he's always trying to help someone,
That's I love that about Kai. So you've been training with Kai for a while, or for how long?
It's been under a year.
Oh, under
a year. Okay. So probably about 6 months solid.
Okay. So what kind of sparked the decision to be like, I'm going to Taiwan for my first fight?
Basically just the opportunity.
Okay.
I'd kind of set out a plan. I thought it was going to be a little bit longer before I got my first MMA fight. Kai mentioned that he could possibly get me on an amateur, and it's like I'm not one to.
You're like, yeah, okay.
Pass it up. I'm gonna go 100%. I'm gonna do it.
Because the fights out here are, like we were just saying, it's probably like maybe 2 a year, like 2 cards a year. Whereas in the States, they're probably everywhere.
Happening a lot, yeah.
Right. So out of curiosity, why would you do it here? Over just timing or
timing? Yeah.
Okay.
Basically just timing.
Okay. That's
right
great.
Time.
That's cool because you get to do the first fight, but also your first kind of like international as well, like all at once, which is cool.
One.
Which is cool.
And then hopefully go back and compete some more.
Yeah. Yeah. So how providing everything goes well, you don't get injured or whatever. Hopefully, knocking on wood. What are you thinking of like how many fights per year you think you would like to do?
As much as I can. Situation. Like ideal for amateur, maybe 3 or 4.
Okay.
Like maybe depending on how it goes. I know 3, 4, 5, 6. Like as many as I can. I'm trying to get my foot in the door and really get that experience. Okay.
Are there some other? Well, there must be some other, like, I mean, not quite UFC, but like under the UFC, different banners, like leagues and stuff in California.
Yeah, there's a couple. There's definitely a few promotions. I know that there's like an A1 promotion on the Fight Pass and all that. So
very cool, man. I love it. And so with your opponent and stuff, there's not much info. I guess you could get on him if he's like a 1-0 kind of a guy, right?
Yeah. I watched his fight. I saw some things and
Okay. So you guys have a game plan. You're ready to go. Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, we're not going to talk about that. So definitely.
Well, yeah. There's a little bit of a game plan, but it's like basically just go in there and
do you right
and fight. Fight, get some experience.
Go do you right. That's what it's about. Yeah. That's cool. Beautiful, man. So you like to watch UFC as well? Yeah. Do you have any other favorites? Like you were talking, Nate Diaz was one of the first inspirational guys.
Yeah. Max Holloway. Jose Aldo. He's a soccer player. So I kind of have to look up to him.
Yeah.
He
his
was
leg
great.
kicks, right? Leg kicks. Soccer leg kicks. So you gotta have those killer leg kicks, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
He's
actually he retired, right? And I think it was last week. He just fought his first boxing match and won.
Oh yeah, I saw.
Which is awesome. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I didn't get to watch it, but I saw he won one-on-one.
Cool. That's so cool.
Yeah, that's good for him.
Yeah, that's really cool, man.
That's really good.
So obviously now you're in the midst of a training camp, right? So how does that work out? Like, do you start the camp like a month ago, 2 months ago, or is it just kind of like you're always in shape?
I always try to stay in shape.
Okay.
And I've been training quite a bit for the past. It's basically been the past 5-6 months. I've just been going.
Okay.
Basically every day, a couple rest days in there, a week in there once in a while.
What's a typical schedule for you? Like fight camp or off fight camp or just?
Typical schedule would be in the gym working on grappling, and then another session, probably striking.
Okay.
And then also mixing in a little bit of weights.
Okay, like a 2 a day, a 3 a day? Is that
usually 2.
2 a day.
Yeah,
okay.
usually no more than 2.
Okay. Wow, that's.
Yeah, it's been crazy because I'm also been coaching.
Okay.
So I go train.
Coaching soccer.
I go coach my boys.
Okay.
And then I go back and I train again.
Okay. Wow. That's so. That's a lot on your plate for a young guy, man. Yeah.
I'm trying not to get burned out, so I'm taking days when I need it.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm taking days when I need it. So.
That's cool. How are the kids doing? How's the soccer team doing?
Oh, it's good.
It's good. Yeah.
I actually told them like a week before I left. I finally told them, I was like, "Hey guys, like I'm gonna be gone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be doing this MMA fight," and they were stoked.
They're gonna watch, I bet, right? Hopefully.
Yeah.
Probably.
I'll see if I can get into the stream and see if they'll watch it.
Okay.
So. They're still pretty young, so.
Okay, yeah. What's the age?
It's up to their parents. They're 10, 11.
Okay.
So it's up to their parents whether they want watching their soccer coach.
Okay. Leg kick the crap out of somebody. That's cool, dude. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, man. Let's. I got a few pictures I pulled up off your Instagram.
Yeah.
If that's cool.
No, that's great.
Yeah, let's pull them up. Yeah. Lamb. There you go. Boom. This is you, Kai, right? This is Kai. Yeah.
So this is
me,
Kai, and my cousin Anthony. So that's my cousin who introduced me to the gym, Guerrilla Jiu-Jitsu, and striking, holding pads for me.
Okay.
This was after Kai's fight, so we were kind of all there supporting.
Yeah, it looks familiar. The fight pass in the
Yeah.
background, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
With the shadow shirts on and everything. It was
nice.
Yeah. Awesome.
Nice. Boom.
That was one of
the early ones, right?
That was probably one of the first couple grappling training practices we did.
Okay.
That was really early on. I think this was maybe helping Kai get ready for his fight.
I think the whatever the words at the bottom was saying something about like you. That's kind of one of the moments that you were realizing.
It was like
right?
the beginning,
Yeah,
it was the beginning of something. It's kind of started to pick momentum up. So that it's cool to see that.
It's cool, man.
It's cool to look back and
for sure. And of course, Coach Steven, right?
Yeah, Coach Steve, Kai.
Steve,
this was the kickboxing bout I did.
Okay. He funny thing about when they were here last time, I've been doing the podcast, and we usually have like some really spicy, like regular wings until you get to this really spicy one.
Yeah.
Steven is like a machine, man. On the last one, because of him, I had to make like another level of spice because
really
it was spicy enough for most people, and then when he had it, he was just kind of like, oh yeah.
He handled it.
And I was like, what?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see him when he gets here.
Yeah, me too. That's great. I didn't know he was coming, which is awesome. Yeah. Boom. Looks like you did well.
After the dub, 2 rounds.
Okay. Was this kickboxing, or it looks like it with the gloves? Yeah.
Kickboxing. Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. I believe that might be the last one. Oh, I'll pull up one more. Okay, there we go.
Okay. Yeah, this was like right before we left. This was Kai's friend Israel, pro boxer.
Okay.
Real great guy.
So going in there for boxing, yeah.
Yeah, we got to just some last training, last bit of sparring, and before we left. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I might have. Sorry, I think I do have 2 more. Boom. Okay. 2 more with this guy. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So what's up here? Is this grappling or?
Yeah, this is grappling. So I
believe this is it, right? Yeah.
That was Ben Z. So that was a coach Kai knows, and who he introduced me to him. Grappling coach, weight cut coach. So he had all the tricks for the weight cut and all, like kind of down to the science, like
really
how much you should be weighing out a week before.
Okay. Things
you should be cutting out of your diet, all of that. So I was super thankful. That's down in L.A.
Beautiful. Yeah. Okay. Awesome, man. That's cool. Yeah, man. Let's do a quick little. I'll do a quick little for fun. I'm thinking in Chinese now because I'm thinking rapid fire. Yeah, my brain is like. Earlier, I was speaking Spanish with one of my customers, and he was like, "Hey, your Spanish is good, but I can, you're slipping. I'm like, man, there's too much going on.
So you're speaking
I
three.
speak Spanish. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
awesome.
My family's Mexican, so I spoke Spanish at home and then English outside. And then I've been here for 20 years, so it's like everything is just a blur sometimes. Yeah. So we'll do it. I'm thinking in Chinese. So let's do. What do you get for like typical breakfast to get you started?
Breakfast, maybe an egg and a piece of toast.
Okay.
Pretty simple. If not, I'm fasting usually till
like
after training.
Intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
So you train fasted a lot of the time.
Sometimes. But for energy, egg, piece of toast.
Okay.
Something to get me going.
So is the fasting for just because you're not hungry, or what's
I like it, it's a little mental challenge.
Okay.
Just get my mind off food.
Okay.
Focus on training.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, cool. Summer or winter?
Summer,
yeah. Man, how are you guys doing with the weather here? Is it cold for you?
No, it's not bad. I did spend some time in England, and it was just cloudy and rainy. And
how was England, man? I didn't even. I wanted to ask you about that.
It was good.
You were there for 3-4 months, you said, or
5 months?
5 months. Okay.
Yeah, it was good.
How was it different than California?
It's expensive there.
Yeah.
Like the roads are completely different.
Drive on the other side of the road.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
And it's super windy.
Okay. Where'd you go? Like London or?
It was below London. It was town Bracknell. So it was a small town.
Okay.
Small town, like an hour from London. And
what stopped you? What made the decision for you to be like, okay, I'm going back? Was there something that was like, boom, I'm done?
There's a couple reasons, but I definitely gained a lot of confidence from being over there and playing over there and competing with a lot of guys that I knew if I decided to switch over to something else that I could do it. And it gave me that confidence to really just jump. Like
you could bring you that mentality to be like, okay, I can do this.
Like, okay, well, work ethic. Nice. You can just bring it.
Beautiful. Love it. Android or Apple? Ooh,
Apple,
man. It's like Apple. 9 out of 10. Everybody's Apple.
That's
man.
all I know. So
it's crazy.
It's
Everybody's
Apple.
Apple. Everybody. Doesn't matter. It's crazy. Do you have obviously you haven't probably checked out many night markets here, but what about like a favorite street food or food truck?
Favorite street food?
California must have a lot, right? A lot of Mexican like taco trucks.
Tacos.
Yeah. Okay.
Like the birria tacos.
Oh, birria. Oh, okay.
Birria. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Yeah, we do those once in a while here. That's nice. Excellent. So I probably asked you this already, but favorite fighter if you had to pick one in the UFC or anywhere.
I'm gonna say Max Holloway.
Max Holloway. Okay. Nice. Yeah, he's amazing.
He's amazing.
Unfortunately, Volk is.
No, exactly.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Yeah.
He's not as explosive.
Yeah. Volk.
He could go for rounds after rounds, but Volk is just
it's a tank, man. I mean, I thought he was until 10 minutes ago, but I was saying he doesn't seem that big. That's crazy. Yeah, because he looks like a monster.
Yeah, he does.
Favorite movie? Couple more.
Maybe John Wick. I was watching that recently before heading out. John Wick or maybe the Rocky movies.
Oh yeah, Rockies.
Those are just classic.
All good.
I love it. Yeah,
love the Rockies. Love the Rockies. Do you have a dream job or are you doing it now?
Dream job, MMA fighter.
MMA fighter. That's an easy one, right? Yeah. Beautiful. Last one. Most inspirational person in your life?
My life? It's hard to say at the moment that it's not Kai. Right? Like he's given me so much. He's given me a path. He's given me the confidence. Yeah. That beautiful. I'm definitely looking up to him. Because he's been in the game, I'm looking up to him to kind of. Nice.
He's like a legend out here, man. Everyone loves him, and the cool thing is he's such a good guy.
Yeah, that's if he
huge.
Wasn't a good guy, it probably wouldn't. Yeah, it probably would be completely different.
Probably wouldn't be here. Right?
Yeah, probably wouldn't be here. He probably wouldn't be liked by many people. But he's a great guy.
He's got a good heart, and he's always doing cool stuff. And we were chatting earlier. Sometimes there's different like groups, it's like those old Chinese movies. It used to be. It's getting much better now, but those old like kung fu movies where my Wing Chun is better than yours. Sometimes there's a lot of groups like that. Even with soccer, when I coached out here, at that time my Chinese wasn't very good, so when we'd win games, the coaches of the other teams would come and talk to my parents and start stealing my kids. It was crazy, man. It was crazy days.
That's wild.
It's the Wild West days for me, man. So let's jump ahead, like you're 20, so 15 years, pro career, champ, UFC. you get approached to have someone play you in a movie. In your movie. Biography of you. These are just
That's a tough one. I've never like I don't even think I've ever thought of that one.
Yeah. Well, we got to have a couple in there that surprise you, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. Man, that kind of caught me off guard.
There you go, right?
I'm trying to think of
No, I mean, do you have any I don't know, do you watch a lot of movies? Do you have any actors that you are like, yeah?
Not a lot.
Okay. You're also young too, so it's like any kind of the old stuff that I would mention, you're gonna be like, "What the hell are you talking about, dude?" Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. No, that's all good.
I'll have to think about that.
Figured I'd stump you on one, hopefully.
One.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna think about that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, a little goal for you, but yeah. I mean, to be honest, I just wanted to come and get you on here, chat with you a little bit, and I mean. You saw the fights last weekend? A couple days ago, yeah. The Volk and Islam.
Yeah, that was a great one.
What'd you think of that? What about the Yair? Did you see
the
Yair?
The Yair one? That one was. I like him. He's crafty.
Did you think it would dangerous. Go? It would go that easily for because it was pretty easy, right? I thought it
looked
easy.
Josh Emmett's powerful and he's explosive. Yeah. But Yair, he just moves too well.
So
I think
good.
It's
Yep.
Can't really land anything clean if you're not moving right,
What do you think about Volk and Yair eventually?
I think Volk beats him, but another challenge,
Another challenge,
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
It's going to be so much harder for people because Volk's just getting better and better. Like now the grappling's really getting there. I think. Yeah. I think if he keeps on that path, rematch with Islam.
Yeah.
I think he can beat him.
It's tough. It's just, I think he surprised Islam, but I think he won that. Yeah. I think he surprised everybody and Islam, but I think it's going to be tough because now he can't really surprise him. So I think Islam just gets. Destroyed in training by Khabib, and then just goes back and just smashes. But I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, that's a good way to think about it.
Yeah.
Because
sometimes that surprise is like, whoa, what is this? And And then there's this one round where Volk went and sat down, and they're like, how do you feel? And he's like, oh, he's not strong at all, and he's just, everybody thinks that Islam is just this monster,
Yeah, made him look human.
Yeah, made him look human, right? And his eye was all lit up and stuff. Was crazy, man. Beautiful. So, man, I don't really have many more questions for you. I just wanted to mostly chat with you, but I wanted to tell people that we have tickets for sale, 800 NT, early bird prices here at Eddy's Cantina. If you are going to wait till the door, it's going to be 1,200. You get to see Nick, right?
Yeah. Fight number 18.
Fight number 18. Yep. Okay. Any idea what time-ish that'll be? Well, I'll be there commentating in English, so come by and give me a fist bump before you go in if possible.
It could possibly be around noon.
About noonish? Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
We'll be doing the English commentary, which is awesome. I've been pushing, like, you got to get that.
Yeah.
So
that's going to be good because I got a lot of people and family back home who want to watch it.
We're going to be watching it. Yeah. So it'll be cool because we met, and I'll be like, yes, that's my guy, man. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
go.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I'm excited,
that's
man.
That's awesome. Appreciate that.
Do you have anything else you want to say before we call? It's funny because when we do a podcast, people are like, oh, they kind of are like, oh, we can't talk. I can't talk for that long. But we've already done like almost 50 minutes, 45, 50 minutes.
Yeah, it goes by.
It's crazy.
Goes by. We're just talking.
Just chatting, right? Yeah. Do you have anything you want to mention before? In the description below, I've got your Instagram. So if people want to follow you, definitely check your Instagram
out. Maybe give a shout out to Gorilla Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay.
James Terry for letting me train at his gym. The MMA guys back at home.
Okay.
Shout out to Kai, bringing me over here.
Great
Shout out to
man.
Eddy.
Well, appreciate it, brother.
Yeah,
I'll
man.
take that.
Come
give me a fist bump, before you get in there, man. It'll be good.
It's a great setup, dude. I like what you're doing.
Thanks, man.
This is
appreciate
awesome.
it. Thank you.
This is awesome.
I just want to see some fights, man.
Yeah.
Kai's always trying to build me up like it's, I'm doing something amazing, but I just want to watch some fights.
Yeah.
Talk some fights.
Doing what you love.
Simple stuff, man. And I get to do it in my restaurant, and people kind of like, what's going on here? They'll be like, well, who's your guest for the day? So, yeah, it's working out pretty good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's
cool, brother.
Awesome, man.
Thank you guys for checking out the show, and we will we'll get to see you on February 26th at around noonish. Yeah, so I'll definitely share that stream. If you want to follow Nick Griswold, right? I don't want to butcher the name. Griswold. Yeah, links in the description below. Check out his Instagram. You got to post some more stuff on your Instagram.
Yeah.
Man. You got to build that up. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to keep posting.
Yeah, got to do it. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next week. No, actually, I'm sorry. We'll see you guys on Friday again here with Kai Wu. That'll be good. Ooh. Kai Wu, that'll be a good one. Yeah. You coming out? Hopefully Friday. Get some.
Thank you.
You guys are cutting weight, right? So it'll be tough. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Take it easy, brother. Bye-bye.